Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a video all about skincare, and I cannot tell you how highly requested this video actually is. You guys have been asking for a video about my skincare routine for so long, and I've been planning on doing one for ages, and I've honestly wanted to wait until my skin was perfect and like everything was just going super swell. But I asked you guys on my Instagram stories if you guys would want me to wait until my skin is like literally perfect, and it's been perfect for ages pretty much, or if you guys wanted to just see it now, because to be honest with you, I feel like my skin is always going to be low-key problematic. I think I just have a problematic skin type, but this is the skincare routine that literally changed my life. I'm going to be focusing mainly on skincare products in this video and less about lifestyle. I would say that a good skincare routine is like 50% lifestyle, 25% about the products, and then like 25% about the routine of it. Like, you have to stay in the routine, otherwise you're just gonna fall off and your skin is gonna notice and it's just gonna freak out. Depending on your skin type, some of you guys are just blessed naturally. This kind of video is not for you. I love you guys, but this video is more so for the people that really struggle. Take everything that I say with a pinch of salt, because it doesn't mean that it will work exactly the same way for you. Everyone's skin is different. It's took a lot of trial and error, and I've just found a bunch of products that have really worked for me and a routine that has worked for me really well, even if I'm not using the same products every single time. There obviously is going to be a fair bit to cover in this video, but I hope you guys enjoy it regardless. Let me know if you want to see more dedicated skincare kind of videos. Don't forget to subscribe and turn the post notifications on so you know when I post every single Monday. And I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's get into it, because I have so many products staying next to me that I can't wait to talk about. So I'm not gonna bore you guys by telling you too much about my skin, but just the lowdown really quick. I just gotta tell you guys basically what my skin is like so that you guys can gauge whether these products will work for you. I've pretty much had combination skin my whole life. I get dry areas, but I also do have a really oily T-zone, plus I have problematic skin, meaning definitely prone to breakouts very easily. Certain products will break me out like that. Certain foods will just break me out straight away. And I did suffer with acne up and down for a good portion of my late teens and my early 20s as well. It's been fairly clear now for about a year, and I'm feeling pretty confident that it's due down to not only lifestyle choices, but like I said, I'm not going to talk about that too much in this video, but also the skincare choices that I've used. So that's pretty much my skin. I have definitely gone through so much when it's come to like my skin going up and down. I've always struggled with texture, a lot of texture on my forehead and also my cheek areas. Most of the breakouts were on my cheeks. I also do get texture around my nose area as well, and I still suffer to this day. In fact, today actually is a fairly bad skin day for me. I also just wanted to point out as well that the video on the left was actually taken about a week ago, and then obviously the one on the right was taken whilst filming this video. So it's very easy to get caught up and sad if your skin breaks out, but it's important to remember that there is an end to it. And whenever my skin does freak out, most of the time it's to do with my diet or hormonal, and it does get better again. And I thought, why stop filming the skincare routine just because my skin looks a little bit bad in this video? I wanted to keep it in to show you guys that skin doesn't look perfect all the time. Even though my skin looked amazing a week ago, we know we're gonna get it back. It's just there are multiple reasons that your skin could be breaking out, and it's totally normal for it to do so. So I definitely still suffer with bad skin. It still comes up, but it's much more controlled, and I just have so much more knowledge now how to deal with it. I feel like I could ramble for so long about how bad my skin was, but let's not do that. So I guess the best way to start this is to start with my morning skincare routine. I need to cleanse my skin every single morning or my skin will feel it. So I actually use the same cleanser pretty much every single morning. Sometimes I will switch to another one depending on how my skin is feeling, but I typically tend to use this cleanser every morning because it's the most gentle, and I feel like for the morning I don't need to be too vigorous with my cleansing. I just need to get the dead skin and the oils that have built up over the night off my skin, and I will use the Body Shop Vitamin E Cream Cleanser. I really love this because it's not too harsh. It just does a good job of just taking everything off while still allowing my skin to feel hydrated and moisturized at the same time. Every single time I remove the cleanser from my skin, I will always use a hot flannel. I will run the flannel underneath warm to hot water, whatever's comfortable for my skin, nothing too hot, and I will remove the cleanser from my skin. Not only does it remove all of the dead skin and obviously all of the oils and the cleanser, but it leaves your skin actually feeling really exfoliated and just nice. I try to be gentle with this, but it's important to use like a good amount of pressure at the same time, because it really does its work when you use the flannel for this. At the moment, I know it's bad, I'm not actually using a serum in the mornings, and that's probably bad because it's quite cold, but I'm just being honest with you guys, I haven't been using a serum in the morning, so don't kill me if you're a skincare specialist. I probably should be using a serum. For the daytime, I've just been keeping it rather simple because my nighttime routine is so extensive. I've been using the Body Shop Vitamin E Moisture Cream. You guys know I love this. I use it in the beginning of so many of my makeup tutorials, and it's just, again, really moisturizing. This isn't sponsored, by the way. None of the products that I speak about was I paid to talk about. I literally love all of these, and I purchase all of these. Pretty much the simplicity of my morning routine at the moment. So yeah, the morning definitely isn't too crazy, and that's because I do like to focus more so on the night, and that's what I find personally works better for me. So most days I have a full face of makeup on, but on the days where I don't need to wear makeup, I try and allow my skin to breathe as much as possible. But saying that, I actually feel like the less makeup I wear, the more I touch my face, which, as we know, can cause breakouts. Pretty much what I would want to do first of all is focus on removing the eye makeup. So I'll just remove my lashes. I will take eye makeup remover or a makeup wipe, and just like the top layer around my eyebrows and stuff like that, just because I use so much waterproof or hard to remove makeup. If you guys were curious in the makeup wipes that I like to use, these are the ones pretty much I always tend to pick up. They are the Johnson's Makeup Be Gone 5-in-1 Refreshing Cleansing Wipes. Now, I don't use these to actually cleanse my skin. When it comes to cleansing my skin in the evening, I always double cleanse. Now this means that I will use 2 separate cleansers, first being an oil cleanser to remove the makeup, to really like break down a lot of the oils and the built up stuff in the skin, and to really just break everything down. And then the second cleanse will either be a cream or a gel. Every single night, do an oil cleanse first of all. So first of all is the Body Shop Chamomile Silky Cleansing Oil. I really love this. Again, it's an affordable one, which is amazing. It really breaks down the oil super nicely, and I just really love the feel of this one. It's very gentle as well. And then this one is probably my favorite, and this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Botanical Cleansing Oil. It's not like a luxury skincare product, but it's definitely a little bit more expensive. There's some really good ingredients in this. It smells a lot more like spa-like, if that makes sense. It's got evening primrose oil in it and lavender essential oil, so you can kind of imagine that kind of smell that it would have. I like to switch between these two, and I also like to switch between a lot of my other skincare products as well, because my skin gets used to things very easily. Now if you've never heard of this before and you feel like you try products, they work, and then your skin kind of just goes back to normal, it could be because your skin is getting used to products too easily. My skin is very smart and it likes to get used to things, so I have to switch it around to always keep my skin on its toes. I guess so you guys have an idea maybe how frequently I would switch between them. It would kind of be like switch between it every night, or I'll use one for 2 nights and then 2 nights. It just depends, and I'll just see how my skin is feeling as well. Once I've already done the first cleanse, I will go in with the second cleanse, and I've been doing a 60-second cleanse every single evening, and I've noticed such a difference. I've seen a lot of this on social media, so I've been trying to do this every single evening, and it just means that the product that you're using has more time to actually work in as you work this into your skin. I have quite a few of these cleansers that I tend to switch between, so I'm not going to tell you guys about all of them. I'll just tell you guys about some of my favorites. So this one that I've been purchasing for a good few years, and it's really good for whenever I have breakouts on my skin. It's just feeling like it's going to break out. This is the Ren Clear Calm 3 Clarifying Clay Cleanser. I really love this. It's a clay one, so sometimes I'll leave it on my skin for a little bit, like 2-3 minutes, and then remove it just so that everything can kind of soak in. Or the Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse. This one has little particles in it, and obviously Tatcha is very expensive, so bear that in mind. These are very different. Bear in mind, this one's a gel and it has like little particles in it that almost exfoliate but not quite, and then this one's a clay one, so they're very different, but these both work great on my skin. Also, if my skin is feeling a little bit dry, I may even use the Vitamin E cleanser again in the evening. I often tend to use this in the evening as well if I wasn't wearing makeup that day. Now it definitely depends on the night and how my skin is feeling. I will exfoliate my skin with a scrub 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes even 4, depending on how my skin is feeling. Like I said, because I use a lot of makeup, scrubs are definitely vital. I switch between these two, and they are both very different. The first one is the Gentle Face Exfoliator from Liz Earle. This one has beads in it, so it's a little bit more gentle. It's got jojoba in it, eucalyptus, and cocoa butter, so it's very gentle on the skin. And then something a little bit more intense, in fact a lot more intense, is the Nip and Fab Exfoliate Glycolic Scrub I use the extreme 6% one, but they do have different percentage of the amount of glycolic acid that's actually in this. So I will speak a little bit about glycolic acid when I speak about the acids that I use in a sec. So the acid actually itself will exfoliate the skin whilst you're scrubbing your skin at the same time as well. So this one's amazing if you've got a lot of build-up, if you've got blackheads, if you've got blocked pores. This is really great for clearing a lot of that up, and also of course removing the dead skin from the face as well. I would use the gentle face exfoliator more frequently than I would use this one, just because this one can be a little bit more harsh on the skin. But every single night without fail, I need to use an acid, otherwise my skin will just texture right back up. To keep my texture down, using an acid is so important. And if you don't know about acids, I would definitely recommend you guys looking into them. Acids, like I said, basically exfoliate the skin and break down the dead skin cells, break down all of the built up oil. It's amazing. There are different types of acids, but the acids that I mention are the ones that actually exfoliate. There are also acids that help with hydration. It's definitely a science, so I'd recommend you guys looking into it if you're interested. There's so many acids. That sounds a bit weird. So I have this one from Nip and Fab, which is the Glycolic Fix Liquid Glow Extreme. Definitely helps with that. I also have the pad version of this as well, so you can use this, it's just on a pad and you can just use it all over your skin basically. I also have the ordinary lactic acid in 10%. I also have the 5% version of this one as well. The percentage is just the strength of it. So I have Alpha H Liquid Gold with glycolic acid. This is really good, but may I just say this is very expensive and it is pretty strong as well. So a lot of these switch between different acids. Some of them have lactic acid, glycolic acid, and I think some of them had some salicylic acid in there as well. So those are the three acids pretty much, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that typically tend to help with the skin issues that I tend to suffer with, which is blocked pores, dull looking skin, and just all of that jazz. So just bear in mind that if you are going to be using acids in your skincare routine, it does mean that you have to be super careful and build up to using higher percentages. It does feel like a burning sensation on your skin, especially if your skin is not used to it. My skin at this point is definitely used to acids, so I can use the higher percentage ones, but if you are just getting into acids, you have to start at a very low percentage. The Pixie Glow Tonic is a great one to get started off with because it is a low percentage. It's important to do your own research, but just want to let you guys know as well that it is super important that you guys are on point with your SPF. I always use SPF in a lot of my makeup products, also in my like CC creams and BB creams that I use. It's just important that you know that when you do use acids like this, it can really make you more sensitive to the sun. So you have to take care of your skin and you have to use SPF. So I'm just putting that out there. Please do your research before using products like this. This is what helped me, but you have to do your research before. Sorry to be like a nag, but it's really important that you guys do your research and don't just put things on your skin without knowing exactly what you're doing to your skin, because acids, especially the higher percentage ones, can be damaging if you don't use them correctly. I'm sorry that was a bit of a nag, but I just don't want you guys to kind of like buy these high percentage acids and just use them every single day. When I do use acids, I tend to use the lower percentage ones on a more daily basis, and then just kind of like how I exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week, I'll use the higher percentage ones 2 to 3 times a week as well. So it's just more so as like a non-frequent thing to use on my skin. But like I said, I have very textured skin and my skin is very used to it at this point. I don't suffer from hypersensitive skin on my face. I use SPF, and typically I'm not sensitive to the sun either because of where I'm from. I'm not super sensitive to the sun, but it doesn't mean that I don't take my precautions and use my SPF. So, and then once I have used my acids, which definitely help a lot with my texture, I will go in with my serum. I've actually run out of this right now, so I'm gonna have to buy another one ASAP. I've been using the Ren Omega-3 Optimum Skin Oil. I will apply this all over the skin, and then finally every single night I will use a facial oil without fail. A facial oil is personally just much better for my skin, and I found that when I was using facial oils, my breakouts cut down, my skin felt a lot more hydrated and plump, and I just personally really love using facial oils. It's a myth that you can't use facial oils on oily skin or on skin that is problematic, that is prone to breakouts. It just depends on the type of oils that you use. Oils like coconut oil, mineral oils, like those are the oils you typically want to stay away from because they're very thick and they are, what's that word? Those are the oils that typically are more problematic for acne prone skin. This one is from The Ordinary and it is the 100% organic cold press rose hip seed oil. And then another one that I really love is the Body Shop Oils of Life Intensely Revitalizing Facial Oil. This is a little bit more of like a luxurious smell. I think it's a mixture of a bunch of different oils and I really like this, and I've found that all throughout my journey since I've been using this has never caused me any issues. Whilst you're doing all of the main everyday things like the cleanse and then the acids and the moisturizing and the serum, and you also have your more non-frequent skincare routines like using stronger percent acids or also using scrubs. But then also once a week or so I like to use a mask. For my skin type, of course, I want to draw out all of the impurities, so these are the masks that I really love. I love the Body Shop Himalayan Charcoal Purifying Glow Mask. This has seaweed in it and it's really great for drawing out impurities. I also love the Sand and Sky Australian Pink Clay Pore fining face mask. This makes your pores look actually smaller, which I really love, and also it's really great at drawing out impurities, but it's not as harsh on the skin. Then if my skin needs a little bit of a hydration boost, I will go in with the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud. I have loved this for so long. This is such a good hydrating mask. After I've used this, it literally feels like my skin has drunk water. It's amazing. So guys, that is it. I am so sorry that I literally spoke about so many products. I really wanted to give you guys good recommendations. Like I said, this is my skincare routine. This is what I personally like to do. Just because it works for me doesn't mean it will necessarily work for you, so please bear that in mind, that you guys have to go through your own journey, trial and error things, be careful, make sure that you do your research, especially when it comes to the more dangerous kind of products like acids. Make sure you build your way up, but do your research on them before you use anything. Always patch test. When you see someone that's transformed their skin, you really just want to jump on all the products, but it doesn't mean that every single product that worked for me is going to work for you. So you have to take everything with a pinch of salt. If you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. Also subscribe to my other channel right there as well. Here's some videos I think you guys will really like, and I am going to catch you guys in my next video next Monday. Bye guys.